Legendary African-American music icon Jeffrey Glenn Daniel urges African diaspora to connect to their motherland by visiting regularly or relocating to the continent, just as he has done. The story is unmissable. Stick around for details. Plus, Cape Verde delegation visits the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission to understudy the secrets of the Commission's success story within the 6 years of its establishment. Details soon. And the President, Nigerian Union in Italy, visits NIDCOM for strategic engagements. And of course, do not forget our complimentary segment of Health Tips by Association of Nigerian Physicians in America, ANPA, our food corner, and our diaspora of the moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I'm Juliana Vincent Yakubu. Please stay. Welcome back. Let's begin with the visit of Jeffrey Glenn Daniel of the legendary Shalama Music Band fame to Honorable Bike Dabrerewa, Chairman CEO, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, urging diasporas to return home and help build the continent.
Jeffrey Daniels of the Shalama fame, we're glad to receive you. We're glad to have you here, and you're most welcome to the Diaspora Commission.
Thank you very
which is
much.
the agency set up to work with Nigerians in the diaspora, including the historic African diaspora,
yes,
you.
Yes.
So we welcome you very much. So let's talk about why you're here.
Thank you very much.
And share your experiences with you.
We had an amazing time. It was October when we went to the door of no return.
The door of return.
And then we brought it back to the door of return. And so that was very symbolic to me, because us Black Americans, having been raised and born over in America, we're cut off from our African culture. So it was so symbolic to me that I was bringing, I took the walk that my ancestors walked when they were taken away from Africa. And then to make the U-turn and for me to come back, it's like I was bringing my ancestors' DNA. They're inside of me. Our ancestors are in us. Our DNA is in us. So I brought my ancestors back to Africa. The ones who couldn't make it back, I brought them back, you know. And I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk, because I'm not just here visiting, I am here. So, you know, and I didn't know this until recently, that I'm the first Black American celebrity to actually stay here. Yeah. You know, they've come, they do shows, they do this and they do that, but I'm here. I'm counted among one of the most populous Black community on the planet is Nigeria, and so I'm so proud to be a part of this. I'm here. I'm a resident. I'm living in Nigeria. I live here. You know, I have a family here, and you know, I'm doing the Nigerian experience. In Nigeria, the cultures are so vibrant and so alive. When you come to Nigeria, Africa, Nigeria especially, you know the Yoruba by their dress, you know them by their language, you know them by their food, you know them by their music, you know the Igbo by their, you know, by their presentation, you know the Hausa, whatever. The cultures are intact, the languages are intact. And I appreciate that, especially coming from America and coming here.
Come on, let me see your This is your Okay, let's manage this. The other dances.
What are your plans for the music industry back home? And are there any particular individuals or artists you want to work with?
It's a good question. Being that the Nigerian music scene has actually developed and has blown up, and now they're getting accolades all over the world now. So there's some people I would like to work with. Rema, he's the first person on my list. Is Rema. I really like Rema.
All
but
right.
I like a lot. You know, there's a lot of other people that I like. I like Tubaba. I like who else is there? There's Wiz, DeVito, all these people, Burna Boy, all these people, Tim's, and you know, I'm watching everybody. I'm friends with Tiwa Savage. I know Tiwa Savage as well. But Rima, I like Rima. I have one big plan I would like to do with a musical group here, but I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to give it away. I don't want somebody to take my idea or run with it.
Okay, so we hope that when you do begin this wonderful plan, NIDCOM will be on board with you.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
Do you have any plans for developing a dance group or a dance team here in Nigeria, raising the new generation, not losing our old roots on how to actually dance? Because we do know every generation has its own dance steps. So
That's a tricky one because when I first started coming here, and spending time at 2010 in the music scene, back then it was like 90% what was happening in America and 10% what was happening here.
okay.
But now it's 90% what's happening in Nigeria and 10% was coming from America. And I think all the latest dances for the past couple of years have been coming from Nigeria.
Are there plans for any tours in 2026?
Yeah, we plan on doing something actually in Lagos, maybe in April.
Okay.
Bringing Shalimar back. Shalimar played at the Ahmed Bola
Tinubu,
Conference Center.
Center.
They
Yeah,
changed the name
Lagos.
from the ICC to the Tinubu Conference Center. So we did a show there on October 4th last year, and it was very nice. It's very, very exciting. So, but we would like to bring it to Lagos, and then maybe another year or so bring it back to Abuja again.
Would also appreciate if you guys, let me also mention National Diaspora Day celebration, which we have, just as I said, July 25th. Would appreciate it if we could see not just you there, but a presentation there.
Yeah.
Perform for us.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be amazing.
The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission NIDCOM and Cape Verde delegation met in Abuja to strategize on deepening cooperation on diaspora engagement, migration management, and development initiatives. The delegation was received by the Secretary to the Commission, Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, on behalf of the NIDCOM Chairman CEO, Honorable Abike Dabirewa.
The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission is an agency of the federal government of Nigeria, established by the law of parliament, and is in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
A Comissão de Diaspora de Nigéria é estabelecido sob a lei de parlamento e alguns ministérios da Nigéria.
We took off by establishment in 2019.
Começamos como estabelecimento em 2019.
This is because Nigeria has over 20 million Nigerians in the diaspora, outside Nigeria.
Essa é por causa que a Nigéria tem mais do que 20 milhões de Nigéria lá fora em diaspora.
Our constitution, the Nigerian constitution, allows for dual citizenship. Yeah, this is because of the over 20 million Nigerians that are out there. In Nigeria, we have 220 million population, but outside in the diaspora, we have 20 million. So because of that, our constitution allows for dual citizenship. You can carry Nigerian passport and carry another passport of another country. So because of this, our diaspora have 5 things that they bring to the table. 5 things.
Devido a essa coisa, temos 5 coisas que autorizamos, que temos.
They have resources.
Temos recursos.
They have talents.
Talentos.
They have skills.
Habilidade.
They have global exposure.
Exposição global.
And then they have global networks.
E rede e ligação global.
Because of these 5 things, which is very important for national development.
Por causa dessas 5 coisas que são importantes para desenvolvimento nacionais,
the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission was set up purposely to engage with this over 20 million Nigerians. We have 3 major flagship programs. The first one is that the Nigerian government has designated July 25th of every year as the National Diaspora Day. We have also introduced a side event, which is the National Diaspora Merit Award, where an award is given to selected Nigerians in the diaspora who have impacted the Nigerian economy very well. The second major flagship program is the Badagry Door of Return Festival. We also have the third one, which is the Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit.
What is NITCOM, what it does, and what are our strategic work. We happen to know that we'll be receiving your policy. It will be, I'm sure it's going to be a good reading as well. But thank you very much for summing up what is your mandate and the actual work that you do. From what we've seen, from what we've heard, you are doing a great job with NITCOM. I'm not going to monopolize the conversation. I'm just giving my colleagues from the delegation the opportunity to express themselves and also to make questions if they have.
What we feel, for example, for the last Nigerians that arrive in Cape Verde, we feel that there is a need of information. It's the same for the Cape Verdeans that go abroad. Because they go and we have some opportunity in terms of vocational training to facilitate the integration in the labor market. And we can see that they don't have with them the document that can testify nível de escolaridade, the scholarship, yes. So if you have a pre-departure measure, and what we can do, I think in terms of cooperation, that we can give you and share with you the information that the Nigerians need to know before go abroad.
On behalf of my chairman, I would like to present diaspora policy to the delegation.
The President's Nigerian Union Italy was at the NITCOM headquarters and was engaged by the producer and director of the Diaspora, Mr. Gabriel Odu.
Welcome to the Diaspora. The Diaspora this week will be taking on a very special personality, a Nigerian in Italy. He is Roland Ndukuba, President, National Union of all Nigerian associations in Italy, NUNA. So you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Right. When did you leave Nigeria to Italy and why?
Yeah, I left Nigeria to Italy on the 2nd of August 1992.
1992.
Sure. It's about 30-something years ago, 34 years ago.
Wonderful.
Yeah, when I was young, very young then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the driving force that made you to leave Nigeria to Italy?
Well, you know, when we were young, our dream is to study overseas. There I was already having my elder brother who is an architect, and in Ndukuba. I was having also another brother who is Hillary. I was having many brothers. So I went there also to study. Yeah, so we're about 3 brothers there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you are from a genius now, then Ndukuba.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what did you study?
I studied metal mechanic in Institute Aldini, an institute called Aldini in Bologna. Yeah, so I studied there and I worked as an engineer until 2001 when I resigned, and then went back to school to study consultancy because now I'm working with one of the largest insurance company in Italy. They call it 3A. That is for insurance that claims damages from insurance companies.
Wow.
So I'm a consultant with that insurance company.
That's interesting. You know, the mere mentioning of insurance.
Sure.
Yeah, in Nigeria, we don't, it's not popular.
Sure.
It's not.
Sure.
So what you experience there, you can bring to bear in Nigeria. When we talk about the insurance in Nigeria, we are talking about just accident.
Sure.
And all that.
Sure.
So it's not popular, and I think here we might look at it as a difficult terrain. And all that. So what your experience is?
Sincerely, my advice to Nigerians there is everyone must insure himself. Let me deviate a bit. The national body, by this month, end of this month, we are going to kick off with an insurance scheme that covers all Nigerians in Italy, members of the union, in case of accident or death. That is one. Well, what about this insurance? I advise every Nigerian to be part of it. That is to insure himself or herself, because getting into insurance company, I understand that that is the best thing that can happen to somebody. For instance, a lot of Nigerians who have accidents, they don't know how to go about it. Sometimes they will have accident, they'll tell you, nothing happened to me, they walk, they go. I say, no. When you have an accident, you're being hit by a car, you go to the hospital. The doctor gives you a medical report that such things happen to you. Then we take it up. And I can assure you that, I don't want to exaggerate, hundreds of Nigerians, since I've been doing this work, have received good amount of money.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, away from insurance, you are the president
Sure.
of National Union of all Nigerian associations in Italy.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
A lot of Nigerians, you know that most Nigerians in Italy are not rich. So what we do is to make life easier for them. One, through their papers, making them have jobs, being there for them every time they need. Because, just like I'm finding it difficult with English, you can imagine, then a lot of them, they are finding it immensely difficult in Italian language. And there is, if you don't speak Italian language, you are nowhere. So we organize Italian courses for them, and teach them Italian language, Italian history. We organize computer courses for them. We also liaise with some associations, like there is one center where they train people for work, like house cares, help givers, what do they call it, mechanics, electricians, just handworks to prepare Nigerians, sure, to move into to move into the society and be somebody.
Just give us a conclusion in Italy about what you're going to do in May. Speak it in Italy, let us see.
Ok.
Yeah.
Cari spettatori, come sapete io sono Roland, il presidente nazionale della comunità nigeriana d'Italia. Sono qui in Nigeria per parlare dell'evento che faremo a giugno. Ho incontrato la nostra amiabile boss, Abike Dabiri, per questo evento, che lo faremo in collaborazione con l'autorità italiana, l'autorità nigeriana, poi con la NIDCOM. Quindi io vi farò sapere la data, ma vi dico di preparare perché sarà un evento unico. Thank you.
I understand what you are saying.
Yeah, I speak Italian better than English.
Let's take a short break. The Diaspora continues shortly.
Your success in life is a direct correlation of the people that are around you and what they pour into you, right? So I think raising of that flag showed that, right? Nigeria and my upbringing of just being hardworking, determination, perseverance, has led me to where I am today. So I wouldn't be here without Nigeria. There's a saying that the grass isn't greener where you go, it's greener where you water it. So I think that we have the opportunity to water it, and I also believe that where you are in your life is because of the opportunities that you've been given and the people pour into you. Now you have an opportunity to pour into other people. I think that's the steps that we need to take.
Now to our health tip segment with Amper Doctor.
According to UNICEF, WHO, and multiple other breastfeeding organizations, there are so many benefits to breastfeeding. I actually like to call breast milk, liquid gold. It is that valuable. It is very important to try to initiate breastfeeding as early as 1 hour from birth for those who do breastfeed, and this can really help combat, childhood malnutrition. In the entire world, over 500,000 children are malnourished and do not receive enough food.
Up next is our food corner with Barbara. Babs, what's on the menu?
Today, we are making a very special soup from the East, Oha soup. The soup is soft, rich, and royal. Let's get cooking.
Hey. Tell me what you'll be pairing this soup with, guys. This is so nice. Follow me through, let me walk you on how I made this soup. So there is no Oha without cocoyam, Oha leaf, and ogiribo. Feel free to explore with any protein of choice, and of course spice it to your taste. So I'm using Cameroon pepper, crayfish, and Maggi to taste. Cover your pot and allow it to boil. Then add your stockfish and dry fish. Add more yellow pepper. I don't know why I like pepper, and I'm not even Yoruba person. Okay, so we have to cook the cocoyam, pound it. Then once the stock is boiling, you add your cocoyam, add your red oil, cover. Ooh! So it's time for the ogiribo. Guys, if you're making Oha without ogiribo, I'm sorry but not sorry. So of course I have to taste it. So this is the Oha leaf. You wash properly, then you add. Can somebody feel the soup? Guys, I brought the soup. What are you bringing to the table?
Try this recipe at home to impress someone. Until then, I am Barbara Bison. See you next week.
Now to our Diaspora of the Moment with Esther Otiotio presenting.
Our Diaspora of the Moment is Mayor Ukeme Jetta. Ukeme holds a JD from Case Western Reserve University School of Law, an MBA from the University of Massachusetts Lowell, and a BS in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Maine, where she competed as a Division I track and field athlete. As an engineer, licensed attorney, and community leader, Ukeme's career has been defined by solving complex challenges, building consensus, and delivering results for residents. In 2021, she made history as the first person of color elected to Upper Arlington City Council in its 103-year history. In January 2024, her council peers selected her to serve as president and mayor for a 2-year term again, the first person of color to hold this position. Ukeme lives in Upper Arlington's Greensview neighborhood with her 2 children and their dog. She has served on numerous community boards, including the inaugural Community Relations Committee, Leadership Upper Arlington, Class of 2019, the Ohio Legal Help Board of Directors, and United Way of Central Ohio's Diversity and Inclusion Advisory Council. Living by the mantra, be the change you wish to see, Ukeme embodies this philosophy in her leadership and advocacy for Upper Arlington. Congratulations, Mayor Ukeme Jetta. We celebrate you as our Diaspora of the Moment.
That's the Diaspora for this week. Join us again next week for another interesting episode of your favorite show, The Diaspora. I remain Juliana Vincent Yakubu. Stay positive.